Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai. In this video, we are going to see about Soliton MCQ questions that are asked in year 2026. Fine. So, let us start. So, the first question is, find the values of A and B for which the parabola ax square is equal to ax minus 4by plus 3 passes through the point of these 2 points. Okay. So, this question is a direct question. Yes. So, this is based on your 11th or 12th the parabola topic, and also it is so simple, like we want to substitute these 2 points x and y in your parabola equation to get two equations that belongs to A and B. Now just do add and subtraction method or elimination method so that you can give the output for A and B, the value for A and B. Okay, so that's going to be your entire solution. So let me do this. First of all, what is the equation? It is ax square is equal to ax minus 4by plus 3. Okay, now substitute x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 1. This first equation, this first point. Okay, so if I substitute that, then it will be 9a is equal to 3a minus 4b into what is the y value? It is minus 1 plus 3. Okay, now bring the constants to one side and and a and b to other side. Okay, so if I move this, then it will be 6a then minus 4b which is equal to 3. So this is going to be your equation number 1. Fine. Now next just apply x is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to minus 2.5. Okay, fine. Now if I apply this, then it will be 9a is equal to minus 3a, and then here comes minus 4b into minus 2.5 plus 3, which implies so this minus 3a goes to that side and it becomes 12a, and here also it will be moving that side and it becomes minus 10b. Yes, and then which is equal to 3. This is going to be your equation number 2. Okay, now we are just going to do the add and sub method. If you want, you can do the elimination method also. In add and sub method, I will be multiplying my equation by 2. If I multiply my equation number 1 by 2, then this becomes 12, this becomes 8, this becomes 6. Now just multiply with minus, then it becomes minus 12 plus 8, and here comes minus. Okay, now this minus 12 and plus 12 a will be cancelled out, and then here comes minus 2b which is equal to, here comes minus 3. So b is equal to 1.5. So you got the value for b. Now just apply the b value in your any one of the equation to get the a value also. So let me take the second equation. So 12a minus 10b is equal to 3. So if I apply the b value in this, then it will be 12a minus 15 which is equal to 3. That implies a is equal to 18 by 12 which is equal to 1.5. So what is the value of a and b? It is going to be 1.5 and 1.5. So it is direct question. Whenever some points, whenever some shape or like whenever there is a line that passes through some points, then if I apply in that the x and y value, then RHS should be equal to LHS. So that's the core knowledge I used here. Okay, fine. Let's get to the second question. So here a cube has an edge length of 10 centimeter. Okay, so that is a cube. Let me draw the cube. So what is meant by cube? Cube means it is 3D shape of the square. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now inside the cube a right circular cylinder is placed. What is meant by right circular cylinder? Which means like this. Okay, fine, such that the base of the cylinder exactly coincides with one face of the cube. Okay, now and the height of the cylinder is equal to the edge length of the cube, which means if there is a cube, then in all the edges it will be same only. In one edge it is 10 centimeter, then in all the edges it will be 10 centimeter. Then what is the given values? So what are the given values? They have already given. We want to write that, and at last they are asking us to find the volume of the remaining space. Okay, that is not, I forgot to mention here. Okay, So at last we want to find the volume of the remaining space, which means the volume left over after fixing this cylinder inside. Okay, that's what we want to find. Okay, fine. So what are the given things? So the first given is cube edge. So what is a cube edge? It is going to be 10 centimeter. Okay. The second thing they have given is the cylinder. The cylinder height is equal to the edge length. The cylinder height is equal to the edge length. Then height of the cylinder is going to be 10 centimeter too. Can you understand this? Okay. Okay. What is the next clue we can get from this? What is the volume of cube? What is the volume of cube? It is going to be side cube, side power 3, which means what is its one side? It is 10 centimeter. Then it will be 10 into 10 into 10, which is equal to 1000. Okay, 1000 centimeter cube. So we have found the volume of the cube. Okay. Now what the next clue they have given? They have given that the cylinder is attached. The cylinder is attached in the one face entirely, which means in my down view, how it looks like is there is a cube, okay, that appears like a square, right? In your down view, the cube is appearing like a square, and then inside that there is a cylinder's bottom like this. Can you understand this? So when you see the cylinder from bottom, it will be like a circle, okay, and then what is a edge length? Edge length is 10 centimeter as they have given already. Now from this I can tell you the diameter of this circle is going to be 10 centimeter, which means the radius is going to be 5 centimeter. So I have got the volume. I have got the cylinders, that's that bottom circle side, that circle radius, right? Now that also let me include in the given. So radius is equal to 5 centimeter. That's it. Now what is going to be the volume of cylinder? So volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h, which is equal to pi into, so what is r? It is going to be r square is going to be 25 into what is h? It is going to be 10. Okay. What is the volume of cube? It is 1000. So what is the remaining space? What is the remaining volume that has except the cylinder inside the cube, which means remaining volume is equal to, what is the volume of cube? It is 1000 minus what is the volume of cylinder? It is going to be 250 pi. So this is going to be your answer. Can you understand this? So this particular question is 10th ICSE pattern. 10th ICSE, I think, mensuration. So under this topic, this particular problems will be expected, right? So if you want to just go through these kinds of problems, just go and refer the 10th ICSE book for ML Agarwal. Okay, there these kinds of problems will be located in the chapter 18, I think so, the mensuration. Okay, I don't know exactly which chapter, but the chapter name is mensuration, where you can learn about cylinder, square, circle, then sphere and cuboid. So if you want cuboid and cube, you want to refer the 9th. If you want the cylinder and then some kind of difficult shapes, then you want to refer the 10th syllabus. Okay, fine. Now the next question. So the next question is, just a minute. Okay, so these kinds of questions will be expected also. Loss of kinetic energy. So when I appear for the Soliton, they ask these kinds of questions. One question is based on the mensuration topic, one question is based on like this, and one question is based on the geometry. Okay, now let us see about this. A body of mass 0.5 kg is dropped from the height of 2 meter above the ground and collides with another body of mass 1.5 kg that initially at rest. Okay, after collision, both bodies move together with same velocity. Assuming acceleration due to gravity will be 9.8 ms and neglecting air resistance, find the loss of kinetic energy. So this kind of loss of kinetic energy. So these kinds of questions are expected. When gone for the drive, they asked a question like, there is a car and there is a bus or lorry and they are moving at this particular speed and their mass is this. When they are colliding, what is the final velocity? Sorry, what is the final velocity, or what is the final kinetic energy or loss of kinetic energy, like that. Okay, so they may ask like that. Fine. So how we are going to find it? So initially we want to find the velocity before the collision, right? We want to find the velocity before the collision and the velocity after the collision. Okay, and then we are just using that velocity to find the kinetic energy initial and kinetic energy final, and by using them I will be subtracting the kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, then I will be getting the loss of kinetic energy. Can you understand this? So initially what should I take? I will be taking the velocity initial. So what is the velocity initial? So its formula is going to be root 2gh. Okay, g is going to be the gravitational acceleration and h is going to be the height, which is equal to, what is the value they have given for gravitation? It is 9.8 into what is the height? It is 2 meter. So to put 2. Can you understand this? Okay. In some of the cases, they will be giving like centimeter. If they have given in the centimeter, you want to convert into meter, then only you want to do this, because in your gravitational thing there you have taken as 9.8 meter per second, which means you are converting into meters. You are checking in the meters. If they have given the height in centimeter, then you want to convert into meter. Careful. Okay. Now which is equal to, so here comes root of 39.2, which is equal to 6.26. Okay. So this is your initial velocity. Now we are going to find the final velocity. How we are going to find the final velocity? So by using the momentum conversion. So by using this momentum conservation, by using this we can just find the final velocity. So what is the formula for momentum? It is m into v. So that is p is equal to mv. So this is going to be your momentum, right? So the initial momentum and the final momentum will be the same. By using that I am going to find it. So what is the mass that is given at first? So the mass is 0.5. So 0.5 into what is its velocity? Its velocity is 6.26, which is equal to what is the next object they have given? The next thing is, it is of 1.5 kg. So 1.5 kg plus 0.5. Why I am putting this 0.5 here? Because they have clearly stated that both the things will be moving together with the same velocity. Can you understand this? So after the collision, they both are moving. Okay. So and also the mass is applied here is colliding, and it also gives some impact, right? So that mass is also added there. Can you understand this? That's the reason why I am putting like this. Okay. Now into velocity final or final velocity. Now just equate them both. You will be getting the final velocity as 1.565. Okay. Now what is the next step? The next step is we want to find the kinetic energy initial. So how we are going to find the kinetic energy initial? The formula is half mv square, which is equal to half into what is the mass? What is the mass of the first thing? It is 0.5 into what is its initial velocity? Initial velocity is 6.26 the whole square. Just find it. Similarly, kinetic energy final is equal to that also, which is equal to 1/2 into what is the next thing I have taken? It is 1.5 plus 0.5 into what is its final velocity? 1.565. Yes. Now after finding these both the things, just to do kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. That's it. You will be getting the answer. Can you understand this? So by using this also you may get the questions. So all the formulas will be given in the top. You want to decide whether which formula I want to use now. Okay, fine. Now see this next question. A priority queue, which means the heap, okay, is implemented as a max heap. So these kinds of CS questions in a DSA part can be asked, like heap or AVL tree or binary search tree or something like that, okay, or maybe a linked list, so they may ask these kinds of questions. So if you want to thorough with these kinds of questions, I strongly recommend you to go and just see gate questions for CS, gate CS for data structures, where you can learn about these kinds of questions. And the best website for seeing this is practice paper, where you can find the CS gate, the data structure, okay, and try to solve as much as problem there, okay. So now listen this. Initially it has 5 elements. The level order traversal of the heap is 10, 8, 5, 3, 2. So they have given the level order traversal, which means they have given the level by level, which means initially there is 10, then there is 8 and 5, then there is 3 and 2. So always remember how the heap is implemented. The heap is implemented using the array, but it is imagined like a tree. Okay. Observe that clearly. Okay, it is imagined like a tree, a complete binary tree. Okay, what it signifies is the leaf node should not be having a difference of height more than one, and also always all the nodes will be filled from left to right. Can you understand this? That's the reason why I constructed the level order traversal tree like this for the heap, and also it is max heap. Then the top element will be always, or the parent is always greater than its child. See here, 10 is greater than this 8 and 5. Again 8 is greater than this 3 and 2. And for 3, 2 and 5, these are leaf node. Can you understand this? Okay, fine. Now 2 new elements are added, 11 and 7 are inserted into the heap in that order. Okay, the level order traversal of the heap after insertion of the element is, so they are asking this. Okay, so whenever you are inserting some values, you need to insert from the left to right, which means in this level it is filled, in this level it is filled, in this level it is not filled. So go to this level and fill it from left to right. So fill 11 here. Okay, now check whether this 5 is greater than this 11. No, which means you want to swap it. So here comes 5 and here comes 11. Again whether this 10 is greater than this 11. No, which means you want to swap it. So here comes 10 and here comes 11. Okay, again whether we want to check anything. No, that's it. Now it is 7. So when it is 7, you want to add again here only. Now check whether 10 is greater than 7. Yes. So don't worry, just leave as it is. So what is your level order traversal? It will be 11, then 8, then 10, then 3, then 2, then 5, then 7. That's it. So this is going to be a level order traversal of the heap after inserting these 2 values. Okay, you may expect this same kind of question using the binary search tree or AVL tree. Okay, for these things you want to learn the data structure basics. Okay, so if you really want to learn about trees, heap, then I highly recommend you to go and watch my data structure playlist. I'll be just giving the link in the description, where you can see how we are just constructing the AVL tree, red black tree, binary search tree, binary tree, and complete binary tree, and heap, how and what are the algorithms we are using. So you can go and check about that playlist. By using that, you can solve these kinds of questions. Okay, so when it is asked for AVL tree, you want to balance it also. Okay, you learn this in DSA or DAA, in your DSA around the 3rd semester. So that's the thing. Okay, fine. Now see this question. These kinds of question is a coding question. They will be giving you the C program, whether they are asking you to find the errors or they are asking us to find the outputs. Okay, so see this question. So they have given some function, then they have given the main function. Inside that I have an array. Okay, so 4, 5 and 10. What are the indices? 0, 1, 2. Now, at this point, for PTR, I am just initializing the array. I am just initializing the array, which means in my pointer, I am just initializing the base address of this array. Base address of this array. For example, if you assume the base address is starting from 2000, then PTR is equal to 2000. Simple. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? I am just declaring XYZ. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Fine. Now, I am just doing a function call. Okay. What is a function call? Function call of array, comma, star of array plus 1. Star of array plus 1. Okay. So, for this array, it will be simply assigning array here. What is meant by star of array plus 1? So, array means the base address. This ARR will be containing the base address. As you know, whenever we are passing the array, it only passes the base address. That's it. Okay. So, here also this ARR means it is passing the base address. So, base address is 2000. Base address is 2000 plus 1 means what is the array? It is an integer array. So, into size of it, size is 4, which is equal to 2004, which is equal to 2004. So, what is 2004? It is simply representing the reference of this first index. So, I am putting star here, which means its value is going to be 5. Its value is going to be 5. So, for this int n, it is applying as 5. It is applying as 5. Can you understand this? Yes. Now, what is the first line I am doing here? So, star of ARR plus 1. So, ARR plus 1 means I am just going to the first index. I am just going to first index and what I am doing in my first index, which means ARR of 1 is equal to, in simplified way, is equal to ARR of 0 plus what is n? N is 5, which is equal to 4 plus 5, which is equal to 9. So, 9 is initialized instead of this 5. Can you understand this? Okay. Now, what is the second line signifies? So, this is signifying in my second index, store ARR plus 2. ARR plus 2 means I am representing this 10. So, take this 10 and do plus plus operation. Whenever you are doing a post increment operation, it is quite equivalent to temp is equal to ARR of, just a minute, temp is equal to star of AR plus 2 plus like this. Then in next line only it will be initializing ARR of 2 is equal to temp. Okay. After this line there is nothing, right? There is nothing, which means plus plus, the increment operation is not done. The increment operation is not done, which means my second index will be remaining as 10 itself. Can you understand this? So, after this step, how my array looks like? It looks like 4, 9 and 10. Okay. Now, here x is equal to PTR, star PTR plus plus, star PTR plus plus, which means I am taking the particular value, the PTR, and doing a plus plus operation to that PTR, which means it is a post increment. Then it should be done in the next line only. So, currently what is the PTR? PTR is referring to base address. So, what is the base address? It is 4. The base address value is 4. So, now x is equal to 4 hats of now. Can you understand this? Okay. And when it goes to next line, my PTR will be changing to 2004. Okay. In my next line, what I am doing? Again, I am doing y is equal to star PTR plus plus, which means star PTR is executed and plus plus will be executed in the next line. Which means just observe this, which means here my x is here my y is equal to just 9 only. The y is equal to 9 only. But in my next line, when I go to the next line, this 9 will be converted into 10. See the difference? Here it is star PTR plus plus. So, here the higher preference is star PTR. So, take the value from the PTR, and do plus plus. Can you understand this? Which means ARR of 1 plus plus. That's the meaning of this line. I am just taking the particular index and doing one increment operation in the next line only. So y remains 9, but in next line this particular index will be 10. Will be 10. Can you understand this? Okay. Now z is equal to plus star ptr. So here this will be incremented as 11, and here my z becomes 11. Can you understand this? Yes. So what are the things they are asked? They are asking x. So x is going to be 4, y is going to be 9, and z is going to be 11. Then again ARR of 0 is going to be 4, and ARR of 1 is going to be 11. Then here it is going to be 10. Can you understand this? Yes. So these kinds of questions may be asked. They will be asking you the questions regarding the output. Regarding the output will be either they will be asking you the recursion, or they will be asking you using the static variables like that, or they will be using pointers. So these are the categories they may ask in your predict the output. Okay. So let us see the next question. It is basically of static variable and also the recursion. Okay. Whenever there is a recursion and static variable, the first thing that comes into your mind is static variable will not be changed according to the recursion. Okay. For this particular thing, you want to know about the recursion stack at first. If you don't know about the recursion stack, it is quite complicated. Okay. Or at least you want to know about the recursion basics. Fine. If you don't know about that, just go and find my playlist where I have given the recursion introduction video. Just watch that and have a clear idea on it. Then come back and watch this. Okay. Fine. Just a minute. Okay. So always start from the main function. So print of %d and then function of 3. Function of 3. Which means I will be going here. So n is substituted as 3 first. Okay. Static variable x. So whenever there is a static variable, just use a separate thing for that and initialize as 0, because they will be not changed in your entire program. I will be telling you how it is not changed. Okay. By seeing this. Okay. Now what is the base condition? If n is equal to 0, just return x. Okay. Now x plus is equal to n. X plus is equal to n. So initially when you are at f of 3, when you are in f of 3, what is going to be your x? So x is equal to x plus n. So what is n here? It is 3. What is x here? It is 0. So x is going to be 3. X is going to be 3. Then return function of n minus 1. Return function of n minus 1. So this will be going to another recursion stack. This is for f of 2. Okay. Again for x value. Again listen this carefully. For x value, what is going to be the value? So for x, it is going to be x is equal to x plus n. So now what is x? It is 3 plus what is n? It is 2, which is equal to 5. Okay. Again return function of n minus 1, which means function of 1. Function of 1. Again here it will be x is equal to 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. Again it will be calling f of 0. F of 0. When it is calling f of 0, what it encounters? The base condition. So it is what? Returns the x value. So it will be returning the x value. So what is the x value? It is 6. Again here also it will be returning the x value 6. Again here also it will be returning the 6. Okay. Again here also it will be returning 6. So what is the value we obtained here? It is going to be 6. Okay. Understood? So again the same thing, f of 2. F of 2. So this is going to be a recursion stack, and at first what is my base condition? If n is equal to 0, whether this 2 is equal to 0, no, then it will be going inside. So x is equal to x plus 2. So what is the x value? It is 6. 6 plus 2, which is equal to 8. So 8. Okay. Then return the function of n minus 1. So go to n minus 1. Go to n minus 1. So f of 1. Okay. Now here also x is equal to x plus 1, which means 8 plus 1, which is equal to 9. Okay. Then go to the next thing, f of 0. So here it will be returning the x value, which is equal to 9, and here also it will be returning x value 9, and here also it will be returning x value 9. So here instead of this you want to substitute as 9. Can you understand this? Yes. So what is going to be your output? It is 6 and 9. So this is going to be your output. Okay. So these kinds of recursion and backtracking questions may be asked, and also they may ask the find the or spot the errors. So that also questions they may ask. Okay. Fine. So this is how the entire thing. If you have any doubts regarding this, just comment below. And I forgot to tell you, can you understand how the static works? it doesn't change. It doesn't change newly. It allocates a separate space for that. The compiler will allocate a separate space for that, and it will be not changed again and again in your recursion call. Okay, if you've done more and more recursion problems in lead code, then you can understand the static variable. Okay, fine. So that's it. If you really like this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't skip any videos in the Soliton interview playlist, because all the videos will be helpful once you are going for an interview process. Thank you.